Hi, my name is Mike. Mr. Derek asked me to show how you could use the guitar to play a bunch of different styles. This is an acoustic guitar, it's not plugged in, so everything you hear is the guitar itself. There's no amplification or speakers involved. Guitar has been used for a long time in a bunch of different styles. The guitar is capable of playing melodies, or harmonies. And so today we're going to just talk about what you can do using 4 chords. The chords we're going to use today are G, C, D, and E minor. And when I teach chords, I usually teach them in groups, in clusters, the way they are used. And the songs you're going to hear today are all going to be the same progression, the same chords in the same order, just played a different way. We're going to start with G to C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, G. The first step in these is to learn how to put your fingers down. Then the next step is to learn to switch. And I've been doing this for a little bit now, so it comes, but it took a bit to get. It's worth doing the work. First way I want to show you how to play these chords looks a little different. These are called power chords. 3 strings, 3 fingers, a root, another note that's 5 letters up, and then another root. The root is the note on which we build the chord. So here's your G, here's a C, then G, then D is here. I'm going to move it up 2 frets to E minor, C, G, D, G. Do it again. That's a lot of grunge and punk and a lot of styles from the West Coast back in the 80s and 90s. We used these kinds of power chords, but you can also use them to take off to other styles as well. These 4 chords that I showed you, G, C, and E minor, we can use the same chords the same way but play them in a different style. This is what they would have sounded like back in the 1950s and early 60s in a doo-wop style. Again, G, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, G. Now I can do the same chords in more of a bluegrass or traditional country style. Some people play them a little bit differently. Instead of playing the G like this, they'll add another finger here. And then when it's time to play to C, they just move their fingers here. E minor is here, and D is the way I showed you before. But the same chords in the same order, but now with a different style, more bluegrass. 2, 3. Is playing what's called the rhythm. You can play lead as well, but that's for another day. And I've been playing boom chick, or strumming with a pick. Now I'm going to show you a way of doing the same thing, but using my right hand fingers, called fingerstyle or finger picking. You could use these same chords and it'll sound kind of like Ed Sheeran or like Howie Day or even little Jason Mraz, depending on who you're thinking of. Or if you're of my generation, you could play more like guys like James Taylor or Paul Simon. So all those songs were made using those same 4 chords, G, C, D, and E minor. So the guitar, the acoustic guitar, lends itself to a whole host of styles and a whole host of different ways of playing, and that's part of what makes it so much fun. Go home and practice.